So here I am continuing the story. I've got an office job and all I had to do was go in every day, dress appropriately like a secretary, get pissed and shag the boss. So, don't worry about the fucking job, kid, he used to just say. Come into the office every day, look good and answer the phone and say hello. Take down details and I will attend to everything when I get in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my introduction. Sometimes I just wasn't in the mood for it, and I would tell him so, but he was never impressed. "What do you think I'm fucking paying you for?" he would shout. "Just get in here and get your knickers off." He had a foul temper, and if I didn't please him, he would throw a bottle of whiskey at the wall. While it had been fun at the start, it all started to wear a bit thin, and after a while, I really didn't need that. Was this really what I wanted to be doing with my life? And although I might not be the brightest light in the house, I was also starting to feel a trifle uneasy about the business. The money he was using to pay my wages and the cash he handed over when I asked him for a sub, it was his punter's money. The entire thing was a con, designed to relieve people of as much money as possible as quickly as possible. I guess that the plan was always for his associates to disappear in a puff of smoke before they were rumbled. It was a house of cards, and it was inevitable that it would come crashing down at some point. One day, there was a knock on the door. I recognised him immediately. A camera was thrust in my face, and Cook said, "I'm Roger Cook from ITN. Is in? We want to interview him about his overseas property development that doesn't exist and the poor unsuspecting victims who have been conned out of hundreds of thousands of pounds. Do you know anything about it?" "I'm just a secretary," I managed to blurt out. "I don't know what you're talking about." With that, I closed the door and went away, and then phoned him up. But Cook managed to track him down, and on the news later that night, there he was again, with the camera in his face. Yes, I had my suspicions, but I was 19 years old and I was being paid good money. It was in my interest to turn a blind eye, to keep my head down and hope that it would all be okay. I was asked to take the oath and put my hand on the Bible, but told them that I didn't know if I could do it because I didn't believe in God. "That is immaterial, Miss Goddard. You have to swear on oath. You have no choice." The prosecutor was very aggressive towards me, but I had been warned to expect that. "I don't know anything about that. I just know about all the wanking that went on and all the sex that happened in the office." There was a stunned silence. In the end, they more or less gave up on me. It didn't do any good though. He was sent down for 10 years, and as far as I'm aware, none of the investors ever saw a penny of their money back. While he was in prison, his wife divorced him. I could have given up on him too, but I didn't, and I visited him several times.